Unmute. So I am unmuted. Can everyone hear me now? My apologies for the delay. I was trying out different cameras and got a little behind, and I'm like, oh my goodness. But I want to thank everyone for coming and joining me as we do the denim and diamond today. It's going to be a wristlet. Is everyone able to hear me now? Yay! Thank you, Danny. Danny Crash USA and Spilling the Diversity. I appreciate that. I'm so glad you're able to hear me now because I was like, oh, I have no idea what I'm going to do. So I have here a wristlet that we're going to be blinging out today. So this design that I have on my shirt, I created this design it looked like last January. So as I was cleaning up some of my files on my computer, I found that I've never shown this design. So I began to dig a little further just to see where I got the SVG from. I could see the SVG, but I thought, I'm not for certain. But now that I know how to make my very own SVGs, I went and redesigned it for a wristlet. And this wristlet is about, let me see here. So the dimensions on this wristlet is almost like 10 inches wide and then 7 inches tall. And I'm not sure if you can see that. So it's a nice size wristlet that you can actually like put your telephone, your cell phone, and some whatever you like, lotion, hand cream, and everything, and then just carry it right on your wrist. So let's get started with blinging this design. I thought about the colors, and right now on my shirt I have the red, and I believe back then when I did it, it was cyan, and then the crystal. So then I want to do the same thing, but since it is a denim blue wristlet, I was going to go with the magenta, and then I have the neon white. What do you think about that? Hi, Marilyn. Welcome in. Thank you. Thank you. Marilyn, I found this design as I was clearing up my computer files and trying to put the SVGs in this proper place. And then I found this and I said, you know what? I've never, shown anyone this design. Couldn't find exactly where I got the SVG from. So with now having the knowledge to create my very own SVGs, I recreated the design, and we're going to today put it on a denim wristlet. And that's where I get the name from, the denim and diamonds. And with the denim and diamonds, I'm recutting the file because I just created it today. So with the denim and diamonds, I oftentimes take my rhinestones on the road. And when I say on the road for my rhinestones, I give classes and I show others. Hi, D. Smith. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi, Eve. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Hey, Lady Bear. Thank you so much. In Spilling the Diversity, thanks so much for stopping in. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Spilling the Diversity, because I definitely need the help. Yes, so I recut the design and we're going to be blinging a wristlet today, a denim wristlet. And so what I was saying, I'm going to turn around and give like this solo. And I apologize if you can hear in the background, and it's soon to be finished, the design cutting. Um, and let me not forget the most important part. We will be using the Hotfix Rhinestones from the baby's booty. And these, this design is an SS10. And and we will be using today the magenta and the neon white. And I have here, and I mentioned that back last January when I created this design, I used, and I'm pretty sure this was like light cyan. Yes, I love the baby's booty stones. They've never done me wrong. I love them. So we have the cyan and then the crystal. So I'm going to redo it with the magenta and the neon white. So I'm going to try and switch my screen as the inner part of the design is still cutting. However, I can still proceed with brushing in the stones while I have everyone here. I just couldn't find my I wasn't able to find my YouTube live on my iPad just so I can see the chat. Not too sure why. So I'm going to proceed on because I got all these devices and I'm just a little beside myself because I was running late. I changed the time from 5 to 5:15, and then I was like, and then the mics weren't working when I first came on. Hi, Greg. Hi. Thanks so much for stopping in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you guys taking the time out on this Monday. I really, really appreciate it. I'm not sure why I can't find my live. Okay. I'm going to stop whining about the live and just keep turning to the side. So I'm going to go with a solo of this view, the solo layout, and let me see how that looks. Okay, that looks pretty good. How does that look? I think everyone can see what I'm doing. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and turn around. Okay, not bad, not bad. But I need this chat in front of me. Okay, so I have the design because I know that I have others joining. So we're going to be blinging a wristlet. And I have here all the various balls that you do to coordinate. And I'll be, of course, finding a coordinating pom-pom ball. And I believe it's in the bottom here. But not to get ahead of myself, we can go ahead and brush in the stone. I'm going to have to call one of my family members up to, I need this chat in front of me because this doesn't make any sense. I'm like, so let me see here. So it sounds like the Cricut is what I used to cut this evening. So it looks like the Cricut just finished cutting. So that's good because that extra noise was driving me crazy. So let me see here. How do I get to the chat? This is bothering me. I can't see this live that we're doing right now on my iPad. And I should be able to see it, and I'm not able to. And that is, it's beside, I'm like a little beside myself. I normally can find it with no problem, but I've always heard everyone state that, when you go live, things just go a little. Hi, Greg. Thank you. So, to purchase this design, I have not placed it into my Etsy shop as of this hour. However, thank you for asking. It will go on my Etsy shop by first. I'll put it on there first thing in the morning, if not tonight. So I had to move my computer over because I can't do without the chat. Yes. So thank you so much for that push because I need it. I just found this design this evening. I mean, this morning as I was cleaning out all of my files on my computer. And I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but I just found the design and said, hey, no one ever seen this design. Let me go ahead and brush these stones in. And I wanted to do it on the wristlet. So I was stating that I'm going to do, and you're able to see, yes, I love this view. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So some of the design, some of the stones I will hand place because you see how it goes, these, it kind of rotates. So I want to do the same thing. So where there is crystal on my shirt, I'm going to go with the neon white. And then where there is the red, I'll go with the magenta. So it will be a lot of hand placing. And with me being in between craft rooms, I have no idea where my tape is, but I have an extra piece of flock. So I'll be using that as my tape right now because I don't know where it's at. Not right now, I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and pour a mound of stones here onto the template. So I wanted to again bring up when I say that I take my stones on the road. I go to various locations to give a class, and it is a design and chat event. And I bring the design, feed everyone a light fare, and it normally consists of a light meal as well as desserts and a lot of different drinks. And then we sit and introduce ourselves to one another. And then after the introduction, then we go ahead and I give step-by-step instructions on how to brush in the rhinestone template. So it is so rewarding because a lot of the people that attend. Hi, Lady G. How are you? Thank you so much for stopping by. Yes, and Lady G has been to all of my events that are off-site. And when we go, when everyone gets there, I haven't had a complaint yet. And we have been doing this for quite some time now. So it is very rewarding when you get around the ladies and the guys, and when they come together and they were like, oh, I would never be able to do that. I would never be able to do this, that, and the third. And by the time they leave out, they are some happy campers. They are so excited that they came, and they never thought they would have the time or the patience to do something. And the one question that everyone asks, can you take a guess? Can you take one guess of what everyone asks when they see these when they see the rhinestone design? The question that everyone asks me over and over: are we going to put those in one by one? So that is the question that I get often with these rhinestones. And I'm like, no, we don't have time to put these in one by one. And when I show them the whole process, they are really excited. So I enjoy doing these rhinestone templates and having the design and chat classes. And I mean, most importantly, I love the fact that now I am able to create my very own. That is so, so rewarding. So I have to get back into the laboratory and make some new designs because the season is moving so fast. I mean, we're like, oh, okay. Yes, the season is moving so fast. Next thing you know, it'll be Easter. So it's like Valentine's is upon us. And when I saw this design, I said, oh, I have something for Valentine that I made it this morning because I couldn't find where I got the SVG, and I don't want to be doing someone else's design. So I was like, I'll do my own. So I'm right now let me see, placing the neon white stones. And it's sort of like a little, I have to place them in, I guess I should say, when I'm placing them in, I have to hand place them. I was looking for the right word. I have to hand place them because I didn't cut the template. I didn't separate it as much. I just want to switch the design up. But the way I designed it, of course, you can. Oh, yes. How are you enjoying your day off, Lady Bear? I am enjoying my day off, and I was happy to go live on my day off, and now seeing my crafty friends here with me, I am so enjoying this, and really appreciate everyone joining me today. Yes, so I am removing some of the stones, and then I will. So both of the X's have the white. Okay. So it's a little tedious this way. However, it should be done soon. I'm not trying to rush, but I don't want to hold everyone for a long period of time. That's for sure. But I just appreciate you so much. So how has everyone been enjoying, especially those who have been off today? Have you been enjoying your day off? Did you do anything exciting? We have ice here, snow. I'm not sure of the temperature at this moment, but the last time I checked, it was probably like 1 o'clock Eastern time, and it was 20 degrees. Oh, okay. We had intruder training. Oh wow. Oh wow. Intruder training. Mm-mm-mm. So sad. But you have to do it. Yes. Ugh. Mm-mm-mm. Why? Yes. I guess it's pretty nice not to have the students there, but then they'll probably have to go through their series of training as well when they get back. Mm-mm-mm. Yes. I just was here relaxing and preparing. I had to do my hair today. So it was a lot. It was like relaxing. Mm, yes. Oh wow. Yes, I had to shampoo my hair, and I do that quite often. Try to do it every week if I can. So that's what I did today. And it was, cold outside. I haven't been outside at all. I just watched the weather on my phone. It was too cold. I saw 20 degrees. I said, yes, I'll be indoors. What is the temperature where everyone is right now? Where's it? What is the temperature? How cold is it? Or how warm is it? I just wonder how, what are the, where everyone lives, what are the temperatures? Because it's pretty cold and I'm in Maryland. So it's pretty cold here. So I have quite a bit of the stones brushed in, and that looks pretty good. I love it. I love it. Okay. So I'm going to try and bring these stones close together because before I bring out another stone, oh wow, Danny. Mm-hmm. 20 degrees. That sounds about right. Oh, I see that name, Maryland. I'm not going to call it and set everybody's off. Right. Mm-mm-mm. 20 degrees. Oh my goodness. Welcome in. Picture me crafting 10 degrees in Michigan. Wow, wow, wow. Burr. Wow. I tell you, stay warm, everyone. Bundle up. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty cold. And I saw part of the Ravens game. I guess I'm allowed to say it. The Ravens game. I only say aloud because it didn't go as planned. But I was feeling sorry for those Ravens playing out in that cold weather. I was like, oh wow. Yes. So we have for the outline most of the neon white stones brushed in. And then next, I'll be brushing in the magenta. So that'll be the next color. And I also wanted to not forget to turn on the heat press as well as um, after I brush in the stones for the inner parts, the inside. Right. Okay. Just wanted to, I am. Okay. The X's are white and the O's are red. I'm like, duh. I'm like having a little hard time trying to remember what I said I was going to do. And then I'll wind up with it all backwards. So I'm putting the magenta down over top of the O's. So the X's I put for the outline, I put the neon white for the X's for the outline. So then the O's will be the opposite color. So I'll go ahead and brush those in, and then where they don't fall in, I will hand place them. And this is such a small design. However, if it with it being small, I don't mind hand placing them, or I could have just cut this out a little differently. So it shouldn't take me long to upload this design, and I just cut it out right before the live. The inner parts was cutting during the live. So I'm like, oh, okay. it cut out very nice, is what I'm saying. It cut out very nice. I didn't have any hiccups. So I just have to pull the inside off right after that. And then possibly after I do that, maybe I'll go ahead and turn the heat press on. So, and the heat press is right behind us. So, and I do have a camera over there. I have this is time of the year I don't mind turning on the heat press. Exactly, Lady Bear. Exactly. Oh, I meant spilling the diversity. Turning on the heat press to get some of that heat. Yes, I don't mind at all. Me or my hot flashes. Oh, okay. More football tonight. The college playoffs. That's right. Yes. I'm pretty sure my family will have it on, if not already. Yes, it is football season. But I just feel so bad with them out in that cold, but I guess they're used to it. But here in Maryland, it was just whew, too cold. Too cold to be outside. So the magenta brushed in really nicely. So are you able to see? It's like you see the white X's, and the hugs and kisses are in white, and then the O's will be in the magenta. So that looks pretty good. I am satisfied. I am satisfied. Whew, thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, Ohio State. Okay, D. Smith. That'll be cool. And I know D. Smith has to be let me see, Ohio State. I better stop while I'm ahead, because I have no idea what team I would be rooting for. I'll go with D. Smith. I'll go with Ohio State. Yes. Yes. So sorry for the tapping, because I know that has to be annoying. So I am going to be using some gently used the KTM mask. And when I cut this design out, I cut it out using the rhinestone flock. This rhinestone flock was purchased from Heath Transfer Warehouse, as well as this KTM mask. And I oftentimes stand over top of the design, put the KTM mask in like a taco, and then I lay it down. And you must commit. You can't quit as you're going down. You can't be hesitant. You have to commit. And then I'll just wipe over it because, like I said, this is gently used KTM mask. And then I'll go ahead and peel up the design and see what I have here. Making sure that all of the stones pull up. None left down. Awesome. So we have, that turned out great. Awesome. So we do have the other portion of the design. Okay, North Dakota is. Oh, Marilyn says she's happy with either team. That's so sweet. Yes. And as you can see, I use my Cricut to cut the design. And I haven't had any problems with the Cricut cutting. So here we can look and see how many dots possibly. And this is the inner part. And we can see how many dots are left behind, if any. And it looks okay, but I can see that there are some. So I'm just, for the sake of time, I'm going to turn it around on the opposite side and pull the design off. I'm going to pull it off to let some of these flock dots that didn't come out, let them come out on the opposite side of this chopping mat. So, yes, because all of the flock dots didn't come out. So I didn't want to deal with pulling them out one by one, and can't wait until everything has been moved over to my new craft room, because I feel it's getting better, but I feel a little lost when I can't find what I need. So it's coming together, this new craft room, but I just be glad when it's over. And I moved in 100%. So we have the inner portion. So I'll just turn this over and cut the excess off. And then we have the X's and the O's. And we'll be doing almost the same. So where we have the white, we'll put the magenta. And of course, where we have the magenta, we'll put the white. So the X's are magenta and the whites, and the white will go on the O's. So let's see if we can block it off as much as we can. Like I said, I do not have my painter's tape, because normally right now I'm using the flock to separate the design to help me move a little faster. And I normally use painter's tape, but I don't have my painter's tape. So I'm using this extra piece of flock that I cut off, which works. Have to improvise. So that's what I'm doing right now, improvising for the sake of brushing it in and getting it all, not so, I don't have to do so much cleanup or putting them in one by one, like hand placing them. And this will allow for, less wasted time. Oh, I forgot to turn the heat press on. Let me go turn the heat press on. I said I was going to do it. Always forget that heat press. But I'm going to go and turn it on. Hold, please. And I have to plug up my, look, we need this phone plugged up because you never know when it may die. So everything has juice. So I'm back behind, a little out of the way, out of the just right behind you, just a little bit. Okay. I'm glad you guys can't see me getting up. Oh wow. I had to go down, all the way down on the floor to plug it up. I turn my heat press off every time so that it's not on in the evening. Does anyone else turn theirs off? Because I just do it for safety. I just like to have everything at the end of the night turned off. So okay. So here I come back in front of the camera. I apologize. I could have went the other way. Okay. So now I'm back brushing in the other X. Oh. Oh, you're going to cheer both teams on as well, D. Smith. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yes, they're college players. That's awesome. Yes, so it looks like I have a stone. I'm not sure what happened to it. The color didn't look right. It wasn't a full magenta stone. So that stands for salt, and I put that to the side. So that they're brushing in really nice. I had no problem whatsoever. And that's what I love. I love cutting with the Cricut, and of course, I love the Baby's Booty stones as well as this flop. I did, when I first started blinging, I was using the original flop that was less sticky and stringy. But I think the warmer the climate, the stickier. When, if it's warm in the house or hot outside, I find that it's stickier. So just to keep it a little cool, you get less strings. That's my theory anyway. And I guess, when it does stick, it's a little aggravating when you get those strings that come out because it really slows up the progress. And I haven't had a chance to try any other flock just yet. So hopefully soon. And, time will tell because my big roll, I forgot how many yards I had. It could have been 100 or 50. I'm not too sure right now. And it's dwindling down. It's getting smaller. So the more designs you cut out, that big roll becomes smaller and smaller. So I'm almost finished hand placing the magenta stones. Then we'll be brushing in the neon white stones. And then the next step will be to go to the heat press. I'm excited. So it's a great rule of thumb to put away the previous color stones that you were working with. If you're done, go ahead and put them back into the container. It's a good habit to have because you don't want to mix your stones by mistake. And I've heard it happen to others, and you just, want to be as cautious as you can and kind of set some rules or habits, I should say. Set some good practices when you're brushing in these stones. I again purchased these stones and I purchased them from Eve from the Baby's Booty. And Eve is in the chat. Eve, would you be able to? I'm not that savvy. Eve or Marilyn. Would you be able to put Eve's link in the chat? But I'm not sure. If it doesn't work, I will make sure that I put it down in the description box. But if, Eve or Marilyn, if you could put Eve's website in the chat, that would be great. These stones you can get from her website. And the next time before I go live, I'm going to, over here where you can see this black here is a magnetic chalkboard. And I'm going to start. Oh, okay. You have to be a moderator. Okay, then I'll make sure that I put it in the description box. Okay. Thank you, Marilyn. Yes, because I don't want to be calling out the wrong name. And I'm not even sure, I'm not even going to keep saying it because I'm just so new to going live and the rules I'm learning. So I apologize, but Eve from the Baby's Booties link will be below the description box shortly after this live, where you can purchase these beautiful stones. And I just placed an order in the buy-in, and they have Eve, the Baby's Booty have a icy line, and there were the icy crystal and the icy crystal AB, and that was added to the buy-in, and I was able to get those stones this time as well. I found that when a lot of my crafty friends were doing their designs, they had the newer stones, and I still had the older stones. I felt a little outdated, but that icy was really blinging. I was like, ooh. And Greg Barker, I saw that you had a big order of stones, and I tried one night to um see exactly what stones you had, but then I wasn't able to see it clearly. So I'm going to be DMing you soon just to ask what colors did you get. Because it's just always when you see someone use the stones, it is just wonderful to be able to see them and then go ahead and purchase them because you have an idea of what they look like on a larger scale. And as the season is changing, you may want to go with some of the softer, springy, bright colors as well. So that is always, looking forward because using the buy-in, you just want to look ahead as far as your color choices when you buy your Hotfix Rhinestones. So it looks like I have, let me see here. I have most of them brushed in and just have a few that didn't go in. And I am able to take a glance because the neon white stone is a little tricky because both sides are white. So it takes some getting used to. I'm used to it. It has like a little eye, like a little circle and the neon white stone. So you just want to, kind of step back. Everybody has their ways. Some people take a picture of it just to see if some of the stones are missing. And you can go off to the side and look at it on a different angle because those facets in these stones may have your eyes a little hypnotized and you can't see. Yeah, so I just take it and move to the side a little bit. So now we have all of the neon white and the magenta in the inside, and all of that is brushed in. So let me put the access stones back into the container before I proceed to pick it up with the KTM mask. Yes. Oh, okay. I see D. Smith. Oh, okay. So I'm putting the top back on. Just always want to put your tops back on because anything could happen. So again, I use the taco method and then I go down and commit, don't quit. And then I brush my hand over top of it to ensure that all of the stones will be picked up. And then we'll go ahead and pull the KTM mask off. And wherever you see one that didn't pull up, you can always press it back down for the KTM mask to pull it, to pick it up. Not to pull it, to pick it up. So we have the internal portion and we have the outline. And here is the wristlet. And this wristlet I was able to purchase, and it's been some years ago because I was blinging in the beginning, and I even before blinging, I would use the HTV and use these for bridal parties. So the bride would ask for gifts for her wedding party, and I did the HTV on here way before the bling. So now that I do the bling, I add them to these wristlets, and they can be purchased. They're cosmetic bags when you look for them and search for them on amazing.com. Call Amazon Amazing. So if you look on Amazon, you'll find the wristlets, cosmetic bags. Just have a larger search. Yes. So let's go over to the heat press. Now I'm going to try and pull up the other screen. So you're going to see quite a bit. I'm doing a lot. Getting used to it. So I'm going to remove this from the solo, and then I'm going to add the heat press. Kind of an awkward. Okay. I'm not going to sweat it. I'm just going to go ahead and pre-press. I'm going to pre-press the bag, and I have this already at the temperature. My apologies for the sideways up and down view that you have, and I like to hit the auto, and I'm using the auto press. So let me see, can I bring it in a little bit? No, that messed it up. Yes, so we did a pre-press, and I always try to hold the bag the way that my party would hold it on my arm, and the zipper is closed, and you want to make sure that you at least lay it down properly, and properly meaning that when the bag is closed. So you want to make sure that's your starting part on this closed part. And then I'll lay out the first portion, which will be the outline. So I went over to my desk to go and get the outline of the design. And then we'll put it and center it as much as we can. So it's really I can move it over some. The KTM mask is pretty big, but it threw me off a little bit. Okay. So I can't press the zipper. So I have to turn this around, and I may have to press it twice because of the hump. So I'll first give it a whirl with trying to put this under, but I always check to make sure that the zipper isn't going to go under the heat press with the plastic zipper. And I check that by checking the padding. And then I'll go ahead and press this for, I always press mine for 350 degrees for 15 seconds. However, the recommendations for Eve from the baby's booty, Eve recommends that you press it at 350 degrees for 12 seconds. So let's see if some of the stones did not adhere to the bag, then I would have to press it again. And I see one stone came up, and okay. So right there on the edge, I'll switch. I've done this long enough, so I'll just switch positions. And I'm not sure if you're able to see. Yes, so I'll go ahead and let me even loosen up. Yes, that made it go a little flatter by moving the zipper to the opposite side. Okay. Yeah, so then now I'll take in, I'm not able to see the chat. If anyone is, oh, thank you so much, Belinda Diversity. Thank you. You're able to see just fine. So that's good. I glanced over at the chat. I wasn't able to see the chat. So now we can see if the stones did or did not adhere. It looks like some of them did not. So I've pressed them twice already. So I'm going to go ahead and put the inner part. So I'm going back to my desk and get the inside of the XOXO, our Hugs and Kisses design for this evening. And then we'll just place it down. And you kind of press your hand over it. Are you able to see? So, okay. So you kind of press your hand over top just to make sure that the stones aren't overlapping. And that gives you like a good indication that, you know, everything is in the right positioning. So, and then there is wiggle room, just a little bit. And it looks like what I'm doing here, it looked like one of them tried to flip over. And I was putting my hand under there before it gets the heat on there, flipping it back over. So, awesome. So that looks good. So we will take this denim bag and then we'll just press the insides. And you're able to see that a little bit. I'm going to go toward the bottom. Not sure. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put it at the bottom because I haven't checked. You never know, like if there are cool spots or anything like that on your bags, and you know, you never know if there are cool spots on the heat press, and you just want the bag to be pressed. So I'm putting this extra well, not extra, but putting the KTM mask back over on the desk. Okay. So we'll see if everything adheres. So it looks like some are coming up. And this is something that happens because of the thickness and me trying to omit putting, like the bottom will be fine. See, the bottom is fine, but it's the top. So what we do in that case to lift it up just a little bit, I'm going to get, or at least try to get above here. I was going to go above. I'm not. I'm going to just press it without the cover on here. And if they don't stick, you can take your mini heat press and just go over top of it. And it's just because of the thickness of the zipper that they're not okay. So that's much better. So the thickness of the, okay. Yeah, the thickness of the zipper. So that turned out pretty good. Look at that bling. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So we can turn that heat press off. And then I'll come back over to my desk. And let me change the layout of the cameras. Thank you. Thank you, Marilyn. So we're going to change it from here, and then we'll go ahead and do the solo view here. Okay. So here we have the denim blue wristlet, and I always try and fancy it up a little bit by adding one of the pom-poms. So I have all of the pom-poms here. And since we use magenta and navy blue, I'm going to use a magenta. And these pom-poms, you can find them on amazing.com as well. So I just put them into this container. And that container, I believe you can find those at like, I could have gotten that years ago from Walmart. But I do believe they have them now at the Dollar Tree. Thank you, D. Smith. Thank you, Spilling the Diversity. Thank y'all so much. Yes. So here we go. We added the pom-pom, which is magenta, and it goes with, well, it's fuchsia, and it goes along with the bag. And we could change it to, if you don't like the magenta, we do have like a white ball, and we could add the white. It's, your preference. You can see how you like it, and you could add the white. Which one did you like better? the hot pink or the white? I'm liking the white now. Yeah, so this is our wristlet for the evening. So now I have a wristlet and my shirt. Look at that. I love it. So Thank y'all so much. Oh, thanks so much. Thank y'all so much. Oh. And again, I thank everyone for joining me for this live on this evening for my denim and diamond wristlet. And tonight we did the XOXO hugs and kisses. So I want to wish everyone a great rest of your evening. And if you haven't had a chance, please like the video. And I will see you the next time. Thank you. Bye. Thank you, Marilyn. Thanks so much. Thanks, everyone. Let me write that in there before I hang up. I really appreciate everyone. Okay, I'm ready to leave now. Thanks. I just wanted to write in the chat, but thanks, everyone. I appreciate you.